Hey guys, this is Sorback from Axie, and today we got a new announcement of how is going to be the gameplay for Ranked Leaderboard rewards in Axie. So we will have to enlist 3 Axies to play in Ranked mode. Enlist is like making them available for Ranked mode. And if the skills we are going to use are the body part of those 3 axes, and if we have any repeated skills, we play one less skill in total. So if we have 12 different skills, we play 12. If we have only 6, we play only 6. 6 is the minimum. They announced that in the earlier patch. So that's very nice, and I decided to go to the marketplace after a build with a budget build, a build that will cost like $10 to buy. That is optimal to play Axie for the leaderboard. So let's go for it. The things you need to know when you are looking for an Axie build in the marketplace is that we need one playable Axie, so it shouldn't be a normal body type. We shouldn't buy 3 normal body type Axie because they are not good for Axie. And you should only get skills that you want to play. You will, if you want to play, let's say, Oranda, and if it's possible for you to get all the 3 axes with Oranda, that's good, because that will make fewer skills for you to play. And in my opinion, the ideal number of skills is from 6 to 8. I think 7 or 8 is the best amount of skills, because you can control better when you are getting the skills you want. And now with 2 rerolls, during the level up, you can reroll the 3 options, so that helps a lot in the gameplay. So what I decided to go, as I'm not very familiar with the new skills, they released like 50, 60 new skills in the last patch. So I decided to go for a safe build, a build that I've played a lot and that I know that it works. So that's the hair and snail shell build. We are going for these 2 skills for as our main carries, and we will complement that, and that's what I'm going to show for you in the marketplace. So if you go here, maybe you that's kind of a Axie Infinity acknowledgement, but there is a very common Axie that's hair, hero, Axie keys, and Arco. This is a very common Axie. You have you have almost 1,000 of this specific build with a lot of cheap price. So why I want a common build at first? Because I want my 3 axes to have repeated skills. So what I'm going to search is one Axie like this, that I will say I don't want it to have the normal body type, because there are a lot of those. So it's very likely that I will find a ship Axie with this build. So we can see here we have a plane of fuzzies and a spike. So you can choose between one of those to be your playable Axie, and it also has a nice kit, because hair is our main carry. Axie is a nice skill because it applies mark to the target in front of you, and also heals you a little bit. So it's very good to kill bosses, because the Axie will bite the boss, it will apply mark, and then you come with the hair, powerful damage that will destroy the boss. Spoiler alert, you can even kill the turtle before the wall with this build. So it's very powerful for single targets damage. And you have 2 shields. You have hero, not the best shield, but still defense is still very powerful in the early game to kill a lot of minions and get you extra XP. And Arco, that is one of my preferred shields, because it gives you a speed boost that's just enough for you to run safe from a specific group of minions. So this is a very solid kit, and we will work around it. So we'll have it. one of those two axes. And now we want to search for we can go back with the normal, and we want that snail shell. So no body type, snail shell. Okay, we don't care much about those three. Let's start with hair. So we want a hair with snail shell, or another very interesting skill to use is fish snack, because fish snack applies also applies mark to the boss when you are running, while it baits the enemies. So it makes the enemies run towards the fish snack instead of for you. So it helps a lot for you to survive the flies in the late game, because they are not running after you, they are running after the fish snacks. So if you keep running around and around, there is a big group of enemies here. If you keep just going in circles, the flies will keep doing the same path as you. So you will be safe. That's a very important skill. So okay, now that we have this, let's try Axie keys and see what we get. So right here we have this Axie. You can see this guy, he has Axie keys. That will be a skill that's you already have, so that's a good point. It will have two of the skills you want, that are snail shell and fish snack. And it has parasite. Parasite is a new skill that I've happened to test already, and it's a very strong early game skill. It's a very good starting skill because it bounces on enemies, and if it kills the enemies, it bounces again. So as the first enemies, they have a very low HP, it will bounces a lot of times, and maybe the first cast will kill like 20 enemies. So that's a very solid axe for us to try. Oh, I didn't save the other one. We can go back to him later. But this is a solid guy to pick. And after that, so we have I'll find that first axe again. So that was a spiky guy. With Arco. Okay, it was this guy. So we have those two guys, $4, $3, and we now want our last axis. And for our last axis, what I'm missing here, it's healing skills, because axis keys is just not enough. So we will add everything we have. So we have these three skills. We have the Arco and the Hero. We have also the Parasite, Fish Snack, and Snail Shell. So we have Parasite, Fish Snack, Snail Shell. And then we'll add a few healing skills. So we can add Mint, we can add Shiitake, we can add Bidance, a new healing shield. And we'll remove Spike from here, because we don't care about the Spike anymore. And now we search for axes that can have a healing skill on top of three skills we already have. So we see this guy has Spike, it has Shiitake. Let's see if we have another guy. Yeah, let's remove the hero from here, so we can see only the specific. Yeah, so this is the guy we are going to use. This is already a little more expensive. So we have this dude here, and this is a team that costs slightly over $10, and that is perfectly playable for high score in the leaderboard. So we have a spike Axie to play. It will reduce the damage to almost half from the damage you take. You have the Shiitake to heal yourself. You have the 2 shields to protect yourself a little, to increase your movement boost. You have the, of course, the Axie keys and hair to destroy the bosses. You have the parasite to start with, and a very strong early game ability. The snail shell, that's the best protection ability that I know of in the game. And the fish snack that will keep the monsters running to another place instead of you. So you have a very solid kit, and that's it. That's how you take close to $10 and build a team to play in the top of the leaderboard for Axie doll. Uh, I had already scouted this build, so I decided to go and use my own Spike Axie to try this strategy if it's actually viable. And spoiler alert, I got a 4K score and 26 minutes. I only died to a very late game schools that will close on you. So it works, and it was it was lucky in the early game and very unlucky in the mid to late game. So it's a very reasonable run, and I'll be posting the video for you to watch the gameplay of this $10 build. That's it. Thank you for watching, and see you on the leaderboard.